everybody. Welcome to Mamaliez. And hi, Nina. Thank you so much to become my co-host tonight again.
Welcome,
Mamaliez is
welcome,
about, what is it? You want to say something?
welcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome.
Yeah. Mama Liz is about inspiring others by sharing our behind closed doors stories with unconditional love and respect. So before we talk about tonight, we get invite our guest for a special guest for tonight. I first gonna tell about what's going on for the next tomorrow. I have something a live show as well. So I'm here. I'm going to show you. Yeah, we have a special guest, which is Miss Jessie Chan. She is actually my lifestyle coach. She teaches me how to eat healthy, and she helped me to reduce my weight about nearly 3 kg, 2.5 kg within 21 days. So if you want to know whether you're eating right, whether you have the right diet or not, please join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. and a physical health series. And then we have another show, which is next Friday. This is my very special guest, who is actually my sister, my younger sister, and her name is Nadia Christina. Now, she's doing amazing right now. She's a physical education teacher and also early childhood educator. So she's going to share a very sensitive subject, actually. I think some of our family members didn't know that she was suffering from this before. She will share how she overcame her bulimia, and then from there she became the best version of her, and she's proud of herself right now. Okay, so please do join us next week Friday, same time at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so now who is our guest tonight? Let me share with you. My guest tonight is a very special person in my heart. She's very close to me. We grew up, we went to college together. We studied in the UK together as well. And I'm so proud of her, of where she is today. She's like one of the HR directors in one of the corporate organizations. But what I really, truly amazing about her is that there's one part of her life that she goes through a challenging period. So tonight she's going to share how she overcame that challenging period and brought her to where she is today. So her name is Rashidi. So she is a mother first, a HR practitioner second, and a equestrian mother because she rides horse. She loves riding horse and she's very good at it. Yeah. So she's going to share, she's actually from the background of in different industries. And she's been in working in Middle East as well. So tonight she's going to share on her journey, her life journey. So let's welcome Aja Rashidi forward. All right. Hi, Aja.
Hi. Hi, listeners.
Welcome to our Mama Liz show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Very, very honored that I was invited, Liz. Nina, I'm just happy to share my story.
Yeah, so Nina, tonight, don't worry. Tonight we have a different name. Huh? Tonight is Ija, no more Nina.
Okay, got it.
Because all this time we have been so many Nina, so tonight is Ija. So Ija, maybe you would like to tell a bit background about yourself for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you sum up very well, right? I'm a proud mother of two girls. My eldest child is 22 years old, graduating this year, inshallah.
Mm-hmm.
Starting work in September, alhamdulillah, very lucky that she got a job when she was in second year university. How lucky is that, right? When we were in second year, we were still partying. Thank God there's no face.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Right? My youngest will be entering her second year in August, and inshallah will be graduating next year, right?
Wow, amazing.
Inshallah, yeah, amazing, right? Time flies so fast. I got married very young, But
How old
I
were
was,
you?
we were right after we graduated, like this, so early. We studied in the UK, right? I met ex-husband he studied in the same university, and right after graduating, I got married. 6 months after I got married, and a year later, I got pregnant.
Yeah. So maybe before we go get to that part of your life, why don't we rewind back to your childhood? Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about your parents, your mom, your dad. How are they like? What they have taught you? What are the things that you remember most that you carry until today that make you who you are today? Maybe you could share with us. Before
Um,
that, before I just say hi, Mazwin. Alwin, both of us know. Hi, Mazwin.
Nazrin,
Thank you so much.
hi, thanks for joining. Win is one of those who helped me. I will tell the story later. But hey, nice of you to join, Win. So my
It's
my
good
Ah,
to have your support.
yeah, before we go on, anyone who is around, just let us know where you are tuning from. Just say hello to us and what's your name. If you have any question for us, for Ija or any of one of us, just let us know and just say hello. Just let us know where you're tuning in from. You are in KL, you are in Singapore, you are in US. Sometimes we have everyone from everywhere. Yeah, just let us know.
Yes. I have a
Yeah.
question. Are you
Yes.
screaming to Shakira and Arik and Melissa Pusher?
You know what they did, which I didn't realize?
Uh-huh.
My daughter actually changed my YouTube channel name. I didn't realize it. I think it's
Okay, there you go.
what is it? She has a new best friend now named Melissa. So both of them actually went into use my phone and then they were using the TikTok and they actually changed the name, my YouTube channel to Shakira, Ari, and Melissa. Which so
Yeah,
sorry, but
suddenly you have.
actually
I was
not
like,
nice.
when did you have a Melissa Pusher? I got this.
Okay, so
That's fine.
Okay. Anyway, so welcome
Nina
to.
Justin is here as well. Hi, Nina.
Yes.
She was our previous
Welcome.
guest, and she's tuning in from Amsterdam. Thank you, Nina,
Wow.
for joining us. Yes, thank you so much. All right, so let's continue. Ija, you were saying about your parents.
My father is an engineer. Oh, that's him. An engineer, a state rugby player, but an introvert. He loves reading and he loves traveling the world. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we lived a comfortable life, not luxurious, but he would make time to travel because he feels that traveling is the only thing that he spends that make us rich, right? My
Right.
Wow.
mom, my mom, on the other hand, is conservative.
Wow.
I think you can relate to him. To me, I mean, she's conservative. She's the mom, the very strict mom. You got to study, you got to go to religious lesson, etc., etc. But what they taught us is values, integrity. We got to be honest in whatever we do. We to work very hard. Got to be, nothing comes easy, and compare yourself with others. So those are the three values that they have instilled in me till today.
So how many siblings do you have? This your siblings?
Yeah, those the three of us at the statue behind the Statue of Liberty. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Being the
Wow.
eldest child in the family, or my sister now lives in Switzerland. My brother lives nearby. But being the eldest child is so simple. We just need to set the standard, right? Just need to set the tone, uh, and they will have to either be at par or be better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So where is this? Also in
This
the
is
US?
this is Florida, Disney
Yeah,
Disney World. We went there. Yeah.
Disney World.
This is a very expensive picture. Can you see that in the background?
Okay.
The World Trade Center.
Wow.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Sure.
And still around.
Yeah.
So your siblings are still in Malaysia, and one of them is not Malaysia anymore, right?
One of them is in Switzerland. This is when we were in Canada. Yeah, that's my dad. My dad is amazing. He knows every country in the world, and he knows, right? No matter, you can pick any country. Like that day I was telling him about visiting Georgia, right? And he immediately knows that it's not Georgia in US. It's Georgia. It's somewhere in, near Kazakhstan or something. I was like, how do you know all this, right?
Russian country.
You know, right? Yes. And he was like, and then he would tell me, it's amazing. And then he still travels, still travels, except for during the pandemic. But the last time he traveled in 2019, he went to Spain and a few others. And then visited my daughter who was studying in London then. Amazing.
So your family is loves. I mean, you're used to traveling a lot, huh? So where is this in Singapore?
This is Singapore. So my kids are lucky, alhamdulillah, because although we are the family that they know, although it's broken, but they're always surrounded by family members. So nowadays we try to go on a vacation together as a family. But my brother-in-law is working, seldom gets to join us. But so this is one of the last vacation that we had that was in Singapore.
Right. Okay. Awesome. So it seems that you have a very close-knit family, yeah? Very close-knit family. So that they have a very good support system for you, no matter
Exactly.
what is that.
Undoubtedly.
So let's talk about, oh my God.
my
Nina,
God.
you got to see this picture. Do you
Is that you,
recognize
Liz?
that girl?
Yes.
That's me. This is when we were doing A levels, or is it during our English?
English.
Oh God, you guys look like you're 14 or something, or 10.
I
How
still
old
have
are you guys
my
here?
Very
18.
19.
19.
Yeah.
18 now. But if it's English, it's 18.
18.
18, 19,
We had
19.
to undergo English test, English course 6 months before entering A levels.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Survive.
So yeah, we had fun in the universities, and then from there, and then Ija, you moved then we were studying in the UK, right?
Yes, I was. I studied in Kiel. My father sponsored the first year. That's Kiel. Yeah, Kiel. I changed course. I was supposed to do law, but I changed course. I did human resource management and business instead.
And then you graduate.
I was inspired.
Macam ni graduate like this, dari kecil, like this, tu jadi ni.
Yeah.
So I think Nina, we were very close. I think our friends were our family. We were in overseas. So I'm glad that this picture, Nina, look at this. We were all together. All of us went to Morocco. That was just before the pandemic.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So these are all our friends when we were studying in the UK together. So this was our last trip. So we do try and make effort. At least once a year, we travel other countries together.
That's
So
nice.
I think that's very important to have very strong friends around you. You have good support from your friends, and we keep in touch. Fortunately, we still keep in touch. How many years? I knew you a long time ago until now. I'm 27, doing down the road. 20 years later, almost 20 years.
Yeah. In fact, MPO made us closer.
Yes, yeah.
Don't make
So,
us.
Awesome.
yeah. When you were in the university, after that, that's when you met your ex-husband,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then right after after you graduated, then you got married.
yeah. Very fast.
So, very. So, how old were you when you get your babies here? Look at these pictures.
Oh, the two girls. Sri Manja girls win. I must be what, 24, 24, a year after graduating, I think. When I had,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was
So,
young.
a year
Yeah,
after graduating, that means you're 25, huh?
24. I graduated
24.
20.
Hi,
Hi.
hi,
Lily.
hi, hi, Lily. Thank you so much for watching, Lily. This is one. This is my best friend in A levels, since A levels.
Nice.
We were in TKC together. Tapi tak best friend situ.
Budak nak,
Only.
budak nak duduk belakang kelas.
uh, so this one, how old were you when you have these two? When how old were they and how old were you
I don't
at this
remember.
picture?
I really don't remember. But I must be working. I don't remember. Don't remember. Tak ingat. Yeah. But this was a long.
How do you able to manage your family life with your career and being a wife? How is it like at that time?
It was tough. I don't know how you do it. This I struggled. I mean, marriage is always been tough for me. I mean, some women make it look so easy, but I struggle, right? So you have kids, you have sleepless nights, and then you have to go to work the next day. And it doesn't help that I work in HR. I deal with people. People complain to me. I cannot, I have to listen. My energy level has to be up constantly, right? And I come back home. And then during the weekends, you don't have time for yourself because it's visiting the family members, it's visiting kanduri, there's birthday parties to go, and next thing you know, it's Sunday, and then you have to prepare for the following week, and then it gets it again and again. So all of that, right, adds to the
Yeah,
pressure, right,
right.
for the couple as well, right?
Yeah,
It was tough. And I think and if you marry someone like that, yeah, it became abusive.
ah,
Wow. Okay.
so
I have a question. How long were you dating him before you guys got married, out of curiosity?
Oh, Nina, that's a very good question. I
Really?
dated him only 6 months, but he was a friend, a senior in school.
Right. Okay. In UK lah.
In UK, we were just friends. I was seeing someone else. Remember who I was seeing, right? In my last year
No.
list. Yeah. But I was dating someone else, came back home. He's just a friend. He's a good friend in the UK throughout, right? Just came back and then, dated 6 months and then he proposed.
Right. Okay. So at that time there was no alarms or
invitation.
whatever.
Okay, you know what? In retrospect, right? I remember the things, the behaviors that was a sign, but because I was so in love, I was blinded by all that, right? So simple tips lah. He's a great father, by the way, right? But not a great husband. My children love him, right? But just a tip for the single ladies out there: when the person is very, what do you call it? Um, has low. He's very, what do you call it? He didn't allow me to see my friends. He gets jealous easily. He wants me only to himself, and he has a tendency of making me feel bad when his day is not doing well. So these are some of the behaviors that I did not pick up, and I thought
Okay, so in the 6 months it was already happening in the 6 months. But
yeah,
you were, is it? I mean, I don't know.
yes,
Okay.
yes. when I think about it, yeah, it's already showing. But those days when we were in love, like everything is like so airy
We
fairy.
rationalize it, right? Like what we
Yeah.
learned last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
I
learned
mean,
last week. I didn't realize it.
it's fine, when he's like that. But please remember, it's so hard for me to meet you guys, even when we were
Yeah.
dating, because
Wow.
I needed to be with him all the time. It's okay for him to meet his possessive. Yes, that's the word. Thanks, Win. He was so possessive.
Win to the rescue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Has
Wow.
Jamie could ask the audience, has anyone experienced this kind of, do you notice any signs? Do you have any kind of relationship that you didn't notice, but you notice this kind of sign, but you just brush it because you're so in love? If any of you ever experienced that, please do let us know and share with us. Because it happened to me before. So I think it happened to a lot of women because we think
Yeah.
it's like, wah, la la la, all
No,
rainbows, right?
I think what really came out for me like last week is we rationalize things, kind of thing. And we shouldn't be rationalizing things, right? We're like
You're right,
relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. We
Uh,
tend to rationalize things, right?
this is Nadia. This is my sister. Actually, next week she's gonna do her sharing as well. How she's gonna
Okay.
overcome how she managed to overcome bulimia, and at that time she was in an abusive relationship, and
Wow.
that's why she was.
Stop.
And yeah, so I think a lot of us maybe we thought it's normal,
Wow.
even
Okay.
mental abuse. Yeah, we thought it's
So
okay, it's normal.
So how bad what was happening in the relationship as you progress? I mean, you saw the signs, and then as you got married and stuff like that, what happened?
In my first year, Nina, I was abused in my first year. In my first year, because it's the
Mhm.
build. If a person is abusive, he was born with it. It's the value system is wrong. It's how they were raised. It all matters. I was so in love, I must say, that I was blinded. I wasn't rational enough to see all this, right? But when you select your partner, these things matters.
Yeah, it
Maybe
does.
to interview them also. Maybe their
Yeah,
belief system have started somewhere
Um,
around the road.
so how
You
long
know,
did you stay married?
10 years, Nina, 10 years.
Wow. Okay. So in that 10 years, were you in love? Were you still blinded? What was going on?
When I believe marriage needs to be worked on, I believe marriage is
Mm.
a contract that I need to work on, right? So
mm,
the whole 10 years, it was me trying to be the wife and the woman that he wants me to be, trying to be a mother that he wants me to be, right? But I have learned that I'm not the nurturing part, right?
What does that mean? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean
When you,
nurturing meaning, some mothers, they know the homework, the book, and they would want to be around. I, I do not juggle career and being a mother and being a wife well. I don't, right? But he is
Mhm.
the nurturing kind, right? So the clash is because when I'm at work, my focus is at work, right?
Mhm.
But he wanted me to switch off at 5:30. Now, when you're in the HR line, people come and see you at 5:30. How would you feel if I say, I have to leave? You cannot, right? So you have to sit down, listen, and then sometimes you have to conduct interviews, and most interviews happen after office hours, and there would be meetings. But you cannot stick to 9 to 5. If there are any HR practitioners who's like that, I salute you, but I haven't been lucky, right? So that contributed to the clash and the pressure at home. But I always had my children in mind. I didn't want them to be children of broken marriage.
Right. So the reason why you stayed in that 10 years was because you thought that maybe you were not being good enough, so you tried to work on it, and you didn't want your kids to be coming from a broken marriage.
Yeah. And another thing,
Uh-huh.
I want all of you and whoever knows me, I want to be upfront and honest about this. I was afraid of the stigma of me being a gender.
Right. And
The
what
gender, the
stigma was
stigma.
it? So that
It's
was more scary than being safe, I guess.
yeah, it was so scary. I mean, to be like, oh my goodness. And then people will stay, or, she's so gatal. She has to, get my husband. And that is that, right? So it's two. It's
Mhm.
my girls and me being a jada. Can I handle it? Can I handle being single? That was something that is real, And you know what, lady? When I got my divorce, it really happened.
What happened? Sorry.
People really look at me as this gender instead of what I'm capable to do. So I still get just last month somebody commented that hey, she can of course she works well with blah 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 because she's got big jacks. And the thing is, girls, the one who made this statement are women.
Okay.
I have lost friends. Yeah. When I got divorced, I have lost friends who thought that I would go after their husband. And it is really hurtful. Really hurtful. I sometimes I want to ask you like this, right? Do you think your husband can handle me, is it? No way. But no, it really happened. It really happened. And
Okay.
I was
So, so you were saying you had to walk on eggshells the whole 10 years.
I yeah, and I had low self-esteem.
Hmm.
Didn't realize
So
that.
did it started by just being a mental abuse first?
It was physical.
Okay.
Right
And
from the start.
right from the
Yeah.
start. From the
Okay.
start. From the start.
From the day you kahwin, berapa hari after that lah? Takkan lah after 1 week ke?
Tak, when you were a couple, there were not a lot of clashes, no pressure because you don't have kids to jaga, you don't have to, but when you, yeah, thanks Nina. But you don't have that pressure to visit because when you had small babies, you got to make sure that you have enough supplies when you go out and things like that. And then,
Yes.
yes, it's too much, right? So it aggravates when we had Alia, my firstborn. Yeah. So that was the first time he hit me, right? But the physical abuse got intense over the years, right?
Mhm.
But that it wasn't that hit me. It was the mental abuse that actually killed me. Because everything that is wrong when there is a traffic jam on federal highway, and federal highway is always jam, right? It's my fault. Everything that is my fault. If he didn't have a good day, it's my fault. Abusive men tend to do that. Oh, another thing that I couldn't take it is when he didn't allow me to see my friends. He didn't allow me to see my friends. He didn't allow me. So it was really, really unhappy.
Okay, so beside having the stigma and then you didn't want the kids to come from broken marriage, do you think like you being in the HR industry in the corporate world that something that you could not admit to other people because I'm sure people don't realize that you are going through all that, right?
No, I can't. I can't solve my problems. I'm always solving people's problems, so I can't. The day after I was literally on the floor, I literally got up and got up, right? That's the thing. It really happened, right? The day after that, I had bruise. I couldn't move my head, right? I spent the days in police station making reports, etc. I went to work on Monday. I,
So when
like,
people ask, did you say what happened to you?
Yeah.
I only told my boss, and
How about the
became
rest? You have those bruises. What was what was your excuse to that, or how do you explain those bruises?
Normal, you may have heard it from some ladies before. I fell. This, so I can tell because I've heard it from some ladies as well. What happened to your face? Oh, I fell. I said the same thing. I fell.
So that
And
means, as for us, like who are friends of anyone, you see any of our friends who have bruises and they give the excuse, that could be one of signs, possible signs of abuse,
Yes.
domestic abuse at home, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Possible. It's
how do
more
you
of
think? Mm.
to self-esteem. I mean, did you notice, Liz, that I was so low? I didn't want to meet all of you, and I was quiet. I was different. Maybe 9 years ago, I was so different.
I have a question. When all this was happening, did he do it in front of the kids
Yeah.
or what? Oh, he did it in front of the kids.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And how did the kids take it? Or I mean, I don't know.
They were small. They
Uh-huh.
were too young to remember.
So up until how old were they before you got a divorce?
Alia was 5, Arisa was 3. Oh, Alia was
Wow.
6.
So
Arisa
still
was 3.
young lah masa tu.
Very small. But you know what, Nina? What scared me was the girls thought it was normal.
The
The
girls
girls
thought
what?
it was what?
It was normal. It's normal. So I
Yeah.
remember, yeah. So though one part I didn't want my daughters to be children of broken marriage, right? But on the
Mhm.
other hand, when my daughter told my friends, we went out to 14 in La Bodega, I remember. And then she told my friends, when mommy was naughty, daddy would hit her, And then that one I realized that, oh no, because my eldest daughter is saying that it's, yeah, Mahiran. Hi. So that when I thought, no, cannot be. I cannot allow my girls to think that this is normal. So I got to
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah.
So
That,
yeah, just this is my friend. Thank you, Yaya. I call her Yayang. Mahira is my friend. She says here, thanks for destigmatizing this topic, and that even a successful professional woman can also suffer from domestic violence abuse. Um,
Yeah.
so
Mahiran,
I think. Mm.
yeah, but Mahiran, in my line, I have met many successful women who came to me and admitted that they are the ladies still in an abusive marriage. In fact, some of them even are the breadwinners of the family.
wow. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that in a bit, but I would like to know what was the turning point for you when you actually said enough was enough? Was it when you realized that the kids were realizing that it was normal, or what was the turning point?
That's the turning point. When I heard my eldest daughter told my friend, we were having tea in La Bodega, Jalan Telawi, remember? Ada situ. And then she was, very young. Alia speaks very well, kan?
How old was she then?
5,
She
is it?
was
Is that?
5. Baru tu. She was saying, when mommy is naughty, daddy will hit her. So to her, it's
I've
not.
yeah, I've heard this before. There was one story when somebody said that it was when the father hit the mother. I mean, hit her, that the husband hit her. She realized that her daughter was laughing, and when she looked at the daughter and the daughter thought it was funny, that's when it was like, I'm sorry, I'm out of here. Yeah,
Wow.
that's when she got out of it. Yeah.
No woman deserves to be treated that way,
Right.
especially
So okay, so then what did you do? You got out of it? What were the steps you took when you realized that? How long did it take before you took action?
Yeah.
time actually, girls. The process is a long time. But my father knew this all along.
Your father knew you were being abused.
Can you imagine?
When? In what year after you married?
It was When I had Alia and Alia, so that would be
Because that's when it started, right?
I had Alia, but Alia was already walking and talking,
Mm.
must
So
be
did they try to convince you to get out or what?
yeah, they did.
And
Especially
then
my
what did they
parents who treated me, raised me, right? And then
Mm.
and going back, my parents waited 7 years before they conceived me, right? And then finally I got married to this, person, right? So of course they stood to me, but they respected my decision. So my father knew
Mm.
all that, but he was very supportive. I
Okay.
was literally thrown out of the house that time. Alia was 2 or 3 years old.
Mhm.
He drove the car. Alia was sitting on my lap. He shouted and screamed, asked me to get down the car. He took my luggage and threw at my parents' house. The house. Yeah. That was the first time when my parents knew. It must be 3 years old.
So then you went back with him, lah.
Of course, I was, in that stage where I didn't want to. And the thing about abusive men and ladies, right? They are psychopath. They did something, they act irrationally, and then they will, win you
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. It's a game or something for them, right? Yeah.
It's like a
I'm not
cycle.
doubting. I'm just wondering if that was the point when you called it up. So when did you realize that you realized it when your doctor said that. So what were the steps you took to really get out of it? If you could share with us, so that if somebody's watching, they might do the same thing.
Happy to. I plan. I like to plan. So I was quite structured, actually, ladies.
Okay.
Um, my so learning from the first time when I was kicked out of the house, right? I wasn't prepared. So I actually bought Toyogo boxes. Toyogo
Mm-hmm.
boxes fit
Mm-hmm.
into my wardrobe, right? So I had set aside my daughter's clothes in stacks, daughter's diapers, because the first time when I left, I didn't even have diapers. Diapers are so expensive. I'm sure you understand, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't have
Uh-huh.
shoes to go to office. I had colleagues that actually borrowed me shoes, or I had hand me down from colleagues at that time, right? So Toyogo boxes, I set it up in the wardrobe. So in the meantime, we've already engaged Sharia lawyers. Not one, but two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had good friends. I have great friends. That's the thing. I've got my support system is so fantastic. So we've engaged Sharia lawyer. I've got great friends who's a very successful civil lawyer behind me. Saying whenever you're ready, just let us know. My father said, "Do not worry about money. We're gonna do this. We're gonna support you, and then just tell us when." So when it was time to leave, and do you know what, ladies? All this while when it happened, I didn't fight back. I mean, as in physically, yeah. So, but on my last day, all that I wanted to say in the 10 years, I said it. Habis,
Mm-hmm.
habiskan. But that was the last blow, and that was the worst. I was on the floor. He kept on hitting me and all that. But
Wow.
I said what I wanted to say. I called my lawyer, and then we executed our exit plan.
Mm-hmm.
I had two cars ready for me. One to carry my girls, the others to carry my Toyogo boxes that can be stacked in the car.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It was my cousin, my uncle. We went out. My father took me to the police, the hospital, and then to the police station. And yeah, Operation Exit went well, Alhamdulillah, at that time.
Wow. Okay. That's actually pretty smart. I mean, I'm not in such a relationship. Thank God, never had to be in one. But that was well planned,
Plan.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I had 10 years of
Okay. And
planning.
you learned from the first incident where you were thrown out with no diapers and
No
and no
diapers,
shoes.
no shoes. And I was
Okay.
working for the bank at that time. My God, it was so embarrassing.
So you're just waiting for time. So you see, yeah, Nina said domestic violence is not about economics or education. It happens to women and every man in every class and different economic education backgrounds. So I think
Okay.
domestic violence is it blinds against all this. It can happen to anybody. We
Can
would
happen to
Because
think
me.
it's
that
emotions and relationship, right?
Yeah.
We always get blinded by that. Okay, so once you took your exit plan, didn't he go even more mental? I mean, sorry, because you said he's a psychopath. So, and I watch a lot of these true series crime. Just wondering.
I probably couldn't say that because my daughters would hear and it might hurt them, right?
No,
It's
it's
not
okay. This
for
is
them
your
in a
point of
way,
view.
but
Yeah, kind of
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
but guys, when I watch New Amsterdam, I follow New Amsterdam. A
Uh-huh.
psychopath is actually a true medical term. So it's not we're
Okay.
calling it does, right? They are narcissistic, they are selfish. So they exist because of some DNA. The value system is just corrupted lah, right? So just to be clear.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sorry, what was your question again? Nini?
I mean, so how did he react as soon as you executed your exit plan? Didn't he go mental? I mean,
Of course, of
so
course.
so then what
Of course.
happened?
Of course, a lot of drama lah. A lot of drama.
Uh-huh.
Lot of drama. Yeah. A
so
lot
So
of
Nina
how long did it
has
take for things to stabilize out of curiosity?
the court. The drama didn't stop there. It was also court, kan? We had to attend
Uh,
court about a year.
about a
year.
year lah, but a year actually is actually quite fast, I think, for
Yeah.
drama.
Because but ladies, why it got to a year? Because I got tired going to the court. I settled for the bare minimum. It was a contract. It was bare minimum. And guess what? I paid
What?
RM2.
Oh yeah.
Your house, ladies, Muslim ladies, if you left the house without your husband's permission, you are nuisance. It's wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
wanted
so
my
what?
kids.
Yeah.
I
And
wanted
you got
my
your
kids
kids?
of course, yeah. That's all. I just wanted my kids and I paid my RM2 because in principle I shouldn't be paying, right?
Yeah. But
Wrong.
it's RM2. What is it that you want ladies out there to know, especially Muslim women? Because I think a lot of women don't know that they can. I don't know about this RM2 thing, but you can exercise it, right? Is it? I
No.
don't know.
RM2 is penalty now.
Okay, and penalty for?
Leaving the house without your
without
husband's
permission.
Okay, and that's grounds for divorce.
no.
Okay.
If you ask for a divorce, the man will divorce you, and the reason is because your new shoes, your what's the right trail lah kan?
Because you left the house.
You have the house without the permission,
Okay.
so you have to pay RM2. So
Bloody hell, that's a good deal.
no, and you know what? What really annoyed me is that the people in court said, if you were abused, why didn't you live in your first year?
God.
Why did you wait for 10 years to make the police report? It's not right? Because sometimes it happens. People want to try, people want to change. Still,
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry, but I the two Ninas agree. I think it's a steal. $2 to get a divorce from very bad marriage.
No. Nina, that's not for to get a divorce. That one, no matter what, the woman will will kena penalty.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's fine
Right.
because there's a lot of women who are who get stuck in a marriage. So you actually got out within a year. That's amazing, and they cannot move on with their life because they're still stuck. The husband doesn't want to give them a divorce. I know a lot of women like that. Yeah.
I have a very successful lady leading a department in a GLC, government linked company. She actually paid 20 grand She actually asked her husband. Her husband was abusive, and then she got fired. And then she said, "How much is this?"
Murah ni.
Yeah, I'm on Team Nina. This is murah.
Husband dia cakap 20,000. Huh? 20,000? That's cheap. So she
Oh, for it was cheap. Okay. What is it with these two figures? Like dua ringgit, 20,000.
no, it's wrong. I shouldn't be paid. But anyway, I paid.
No, wait. You know what? 2 ringgit is a steal. I'm on Team Nina. Sorry, it's okay. Get out of it. Because I know a lot of women who are still stuck in the marriage, and they're no longer with the husband. The husband got married, whatever. The woman's still stuck. So yeah. So good on you.
Ada caranya. Actually, you have to also
a lot of
get a good lawyer. Also having a good lawyer. But ada one time, my mother pun pernah tahu try to get divorced. My mom until the fourth husband, and so the third divorce tu, she become the lawyer herself.
Yay! Sebab dia dah ada experience.
Ada experience kan. Dia dah fed up with all the lawyer. Lagi cepat dapat divorce. So
I love your mom.
Me and my brother pun become a witness. We became witness.
Okay, now let's go back to Nina's question. What was it? What was his upbringing? What was his upbringing like? What was going on for him?
Do you know how? Don't you think that his belief that he became who he? It could be due to what he experienced when he was young. Maybe something must happen.
Yeah, with all due respect to his family, I suspect his mother was abused. Okay, because there was one statement. When you go through divorce, there are several procedures, right? The first is to attempt for reconciliation, kan? Ada macam counsel, kan? So during that meeting, my ex-father-in-law said, you were driven to thanks. During the conversation, my ex-father-in-law said, kalau your wife tak nak dengar cakap you, apa salahnya pukul sikit? Alah, pukul sikit je.
Okay.
Not really his fault. And I didn't see this when we were dating, right? Because this is family, kan? So the value system memang dah
Why do you suspect that the mom was being hit? I mean, I don't know. What gave you the clue?
I used to also hit my kids juga. I hope that it doesn't consider they want to grow up jadi abusive lah.
I look like I hit people,
When you have someone to give a statement like, apa salahnya kita pukul sekali-sekala? And all men said that, to another thing. My father punya belief system is he would never hit a woman.
Maheran has a question. If you had an opportunity to do things differently, what would you do, and what would you wish someone did for you to spare you from the abuse? I like that question.
What would you do if someone did for you to spare? If I had the opportunity to do things differently.
If you had the opportunity to do things differently, what would you have done?
Never really thought that actually. Someone did for you. Because at the time I was very fortunate I had the support. My ex-boss knew about this. And I wanted to work with Maheran. So I never because my father was around to say, hey, don't worry, I'll pay for everything, and I had a support boss that was very understanding, right? So what I needed that kind of support. I didn't want anybody to see me. I just wanted understanding so that I can proceed and I can with my career and earn the living for my children.
But Ija, relating to this question, how you think as outsider seeing a situation, if we have a friend who are currently in that situation, how do you think we should reach out, or what are the things that
What
could
are
help
things we can
us?
do?
Yeah, what are the things that we can do to help them to make a decision to seek help, or because it took you 10 years, how do we shorten that period of time to, hey, I can't knock on their head, hello, wake up, I can't be doing that, right? So what do we do?
As
That's it. Yeah.
it will help if you listen. Don't be judgmental. Okay, avoid
Uh,
saying that, "Ah, jadi you I just leave lah." No, 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 don't. Because at that time the person is in denial. Kan macam I wanted to help.
Mm,
Ask me just now pun I cakap, actually I'm okay lah. I'm still in,
yeah.
that mindset kan, I'm okay. So don't do
Mm,
that.
mm,
Listen and listen and listen. Secondly, now that we know about the Women's Aid Organization, right?
mm,
And
yeah.
do is say, have you heard about this is NGO or not? They have helpline. They have, you go to the website. You may
Mhm.
not want because they don't want to share things with you. They are in denial. They are not
mm,
tunjuk juga like me. I wanted to
mm.
Yeah.
make, yeah,
So
when
this
you,
is your website. Yeah.
this is the website.
Yeah.
You can help them, visit this website and help them to think through. The last thing you want to do is to say, if I were you, I leave. They will, work. They will be in denial. I believe lah.
Mm.
I have tried, ladies. I have tried in my career. I have tried to sneak out my friend who actually left. Her husband was worse. Okay, not only did he abuse her, he made her have sex with his friend while he watched.
What? Oh my
Okay.
God.
I actually tried, yeah, guys. I actually helped her to escape, but it
Ah,
backfired.
Mm. Yep. I hear these cases all the time. How did
Oh,
it
no.
backfire?
Because the man will go to the police and say, "You are nushus." And when there
Mm-hmm.
are kids involved, the police will always be pro males.
Okay.
so
Don't
you know what? I think I remember somebody telling me before, kalau you tak nak kena from no shoes, that you have to go to the police station and let them know first that you're planning to leave. Someone
Yeah.
told me before that if you tak nak kena jadi nusyus lah. So you have to go to the police station, let them know you're leaving the house because blah blah blah. You make a police report and say that you're leaving. So then they, if you did leave, and then you takkan kena nusyus sebab you dah buat police report dulu. So patutnya buat yang tu dulu baru you keluar. So that's I think one person actually shared that
We
with
were
me.
young, kan? But
Mm.
thankfully now, there's so much
How,
information.
how old were you when you did this? I mean, when you got out of it?
2006. Berapa tahun lepas? 14 years ago. I don't want to
15.
disclose. No, sorry. 13,
15
14.
years ago.
10 years ago. I was very young.
2000, yeah, 2021 now, right? Wow. Okay.
So having this kind of experience, what do you think you have learned from this experience?
What do you think I've learned? Number one, people can be so mean. I lost a lot.
Okay.
But
Go on.
Yourself, yeah. We're learning about yourself. What are the things that you think? What are the things that you qualities that you think you got that you have learned to be by going through this experience?
I am resilient.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I focus on the things. I focus on the things that matter. There's a lot of noises. I find signals, right? I have friends. My goodness, mashallah, the support that I have. I don't have a lot of friends, but the ones that I have. Mazwin, if you're listening, thank you so much. Masa tu, when I was raising 2 kids, on my own, I didn't even have a car, right? But my friend Mazwin offered me a lot of discount for my kids to attend her kindergarten. That is very useful. Thank you so much. My girlfriends who believed in me and was always there and accepted me for who I am. I am a lot more confident person now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've I actually, oh, thanks, Ian. Um, I I could spend on horse riding, something that I've wanted to do many years, right? I went on ATV ride in Sahara Desert with you, with my best friends. That was really special. I went on a hiking trip in Melbourne. I was seconded to Dubai
Yeah.
uh, for many years, and it's amazing because I'm more confident. Yeah, yeah, so, certainly, Nina. You just got to ignore the noises, find the signal, find things that you can control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
you know, I'm sure when all these things that you learn to be resilient, to be more matured of making your decisions, what else you think God is trying to teach you here?
Appreciation
Oh.
of the things that you have. I have my health, I have my family, I have my friends. My girls have grown out to be responsible girls. I'm so proud of them. Just be appreciative of what you have, right? Yes, I'm
Mhm.
still single. I'm still single, but I have more. And
Right.
anything else will be a bonus. Kalau you, and then when I'm confident, I exude positive energy. I will attract people like me. Everything else is,
Definitely.
yeah, everything
Yeah.
else is a bonus. Yeah.
Mhm. So, what message you think you want to give to others who has in the be in the same situation that you are currently that they are currently now? What message you think, or to anyone who knows someone who are in that situation? What message would you like to give to them?
Okay. To the two groups of people. Satu is the abused women in a toxic relationship, right? Ladies, if you're listening to me, you are special. You are more than that. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. It's him. It's him. Yeah. Focus on what you can do. Think about what you can do. If you live, if you gather your courage to leave that relationship, right? If you have children and you are afraid of sharing this with your friends, go to the WAUO website. They have steps on what you can do. And they have hotline, WhatsApp, even on WhatsApp, they will help you out. Yeah. To the young and enthusiastic single women out there, take your time, girls. Don't get pressured.
Were
Find
you
this.
pressured?
I wasn't. I was Nina, I'm a plan and structured. I use
Okay.
my checklist, right? I've got my degree. I want to study in the UK. I want to do da 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 da. And next step is getting married and then have children. Da 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 macam tu kan. So macam
So,
tu.
Okay.
why
So it
say
fit
don't
in the
get
plan.
pressured by the society, the norms? You mean
Yeah,
what is expected? Uh,
lepas study, you have to kahwin. Lepas kahwin, you have to do this. You have to do da 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 da. Da. No, it's never enough kan? First, bila lagi nak kahwin? Bila ada anak? Bila lagi nak anak nombor dua? Dua orang saja ke? It's just never enough.
Yeah.
If you stay focused, you will see the signals. I was blinded by all this and I wasn't matured. A lot of people say, muda sangat lah you kahwin. I tak fikir, So you must first understand yourself first. If you
Okay.
don't understand yourself, don't get into relationship. It's going to be detrimental, right? So, and young ladies out there, if you are listening in, please help me to donate some money to the Women's AIDS organization. They also receive donations because you know why, ladies? For the ladies who are running away from abusive relationship, they have a shelter home, so they need the money to help them to buy diapers and so on. So please help me to donate to Women AIDS organization. You can visit their website. Yeah.
how
Okay.
about the message to those people who know someone in that situation? What message would you like to give to them? What kind of support they can give to the person who are in that situation? What message would you like to give
You
them?
know, you know your friends better, very well. But in general, when women are in that relationship, they're in denial. Be a good listener. Don't pity them, but try and assist them in a way. So, for example, Mazwin, I know she was, she felt sorry for me, but instead of showing that, she's really sorry, she gave me discount. Very, Mazwin, I must pay very little. Then for my kids punya kindergarten dulu, amazing price. So little things like this to help me get up on my feet. They need you to get up to help them to get up and out. So you know it's better, but that's how you can help them. Jangan tunjuk so sorry sangat lah. Jangan.
Okay.
So that's the message you have. That means you've given 3 different messages. How about a message to your kids? Do you have any message for them?
If they're listening, I love you girls. You are amazing, amazing, amazing. And I am a better woman because of you girls. That's amazing. I think I'm just so lucky. I'm so sorry I didn't spend enough time with you as much as I wanted to. But you are surrounded with love. Our family may be dysfunctional, but we have a family. This is a family, right? You have two celebrations, and everybody had one. You have 2 celebrations. Everybody had one holiday. You can have many holidays because you have 2 different parts of family surrounded with love. Really proud of you.
Yeah, I will say that was the least I could do, Ija, for you at that time. That's amazing. You've been a great friend to Ija. Yeah. Last, I think I just want to. Do you think if do you think those who are in that situation could easily and effortlessly learn to have all these virtues of maturity and strength, being independent? Do you think they could easily effortlessly do it without still going through that situation? If they
nobody deserves to be in my situation.
Yeah.
You can learn about maturity on your own by self-reflection, by reading books, by traveling alone. Yeah, you can learn about resilience by climbing mountain or climbing a hill or run a marathon. There are ways for you to,
So yes, we can do that, right?
Go through what I went through, but my husband really. At that point, I know I sound a bit stubborn, but I just really wanted to go through the motion. I mean, if I had the opportunity to leave, I mean, Liz, if you knew at that point, I don't think I would listen to you. You know me well, right? I wouldn't have left on masa tu. Even if you said I'm gonna look after you, I don't think I would. I think so.
Yes. I think I was just discussing with some friends that I feel that even though either you're working or not working, no matter what, we need to understand ourselves first and have the confidence in ourselves and our own self-worth. Be worthy. Well, we are worthy. Worthiness. Our worthiness of, I think, who we are with also reflects how we value ourselves. I always believe that. If that person treats you like shit, you probably value yourself like shit. So I think in the end, I feel that we should have value on ourselves, learn that we are worthy of love, worthy of care and happiness, and also the independence. Even though you are a housewife, I mean, some housewife they think, oh, tak apalah, husband take care of everything. But I think the woman has to always be prepared. Even your husband find ways to get a part-time, something small income pun tak apa. Do a flexible work like a lot. For example, like a lot of MLM networking companies, you can do that part-time jobs, anything part-time, any kind of part-time incomes, so that you have your own income. Independently, I think that's very important. and also to educate ourselves to be better, not in different areas in our life, especially even financial. And I see a lot of women, even I have friends who are professional, they are professional, they are educated, they're married, they become housewife, they're become professional housewife. So so and then if in terms of financial, there is, oh, my husband takes care of this, even about investments, they don't really care how the money, their family money is invested. It's always only my husband who will take care of that. I don't need to know all this.
Jangan, because it can be anything. He could be cheating on you at some point in life. Touch wood. Please don't. Yeah. But since we are on that topic, may I share with you? Oh, thank you. May I share with you a quote from Sheryl Sandberg, the founder of LinkedIn? Oh, thank you, Auntie. Thank you.
My
Oh,
mom is also the first one in the episode.
okay. So Sheryl Sandberg was quoted saying this, yeah? Finding gratitude and appreciation is key to resilience. People who take time to live that they are grateful for are happier and healthier. That's
Yeah.
my, yeah.
So, but despite all this that he was before, but I'm sure that he is also a good father, yeah, to your
Oh,
kids.
without a doubt, as a parent out there. Okay, I give you an example, right? Like for me, when my girls do something, immediately I say, no, kan, negative, kan. But he would like, can you please touch this? Can you feel it? It is hot. Does it hurt? Well, he makes time to do that, and I'm not like that. I'm not the nurturing type. I'm like, go, cepat. What time is it now? I'm that kind. But as a father, he's fantastic.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he remarry out of curiosity?
No.
Oh, he's still single. Huh?
Yeah, still there.
Wow. Okay.
So that's amazing. Sometimes, I think everyone has their own learning journey. I'm sure he has, at that point of time, that is his learning journey to be who he is today. Yeah. And I'm glad to hear that he's been there for both of your kids, because a lot of broken family, some single mom, they don't have
They
the
struggle.
they don't care. Yeah.
In a sense, it didn't work out. It's dysfunctional, but it worked somehow. A dysfunctional family that actually, find their way to.
Then
I don't.
perhaps the word is not dysfunctional. It works. It's just a different format, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just not meant to be. I think everyone going through that journey, because there is a learning out of that. And I guess now, I think it's great that both of you are raising your kids, and both your kids, you raise it together and they become successful. Your kids are your success story. Yeah, your
Yeah,
success story.
indeed. Without, yeah, I mean, we may not. We somehow, maybe we are happier because we're not together.
Well, it just means it functions differently, which is okay as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess maybe we are not the type.
And I'm seeing so many blended families. Oh, there's so many different styles of families. There's blended family. There's separate family. They're functioning in their own way, I think.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We don't have to fix things. Remember, like, it doesn't have to be a formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every family dynamic is different. It
Yeah,
can't be
you
the
do
same
you.
formula for every. We just our family just have to do what works. What works for us.
Yeah, like Liz is amazing. Her family, so many.
Yeah, he talks to my dad. He's close to my dad.
Really, that's amazing.
The thing is, right, because we handle pressure differently, but we don't work as one single unit. When we are separated, we are happier, and it shows. Kids grow up in a better environment when we, live separately.
And I think I think that's really important to know as well. Like, I guess when we're young, we look past that, oh, love will conquer everything, but not necessarily. Some people just get along, some people just don't jive well, I guess. And it's okay, we're better off with other people, but it doesn't make that person wrong.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And we need to be okay with it. Like maybe they're just pieces of puzzles that don't fit together, but doesn't make them wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah. So
think through this, you guys are teaching your kids to make better choices, that it's important to respect each other and ourselves.
Yes.
and to
Yeah.
have healthy boundaries.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so apt. That's so apt. I mean, just last week we had a situation, right, when there was a disagreement. But ironically, when we are separated, we could achieve the same thing, right?
Amazing.
No, because we are happier separately.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because I guess we have to honor ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do you kind of thing. And you're right. Some people are better off functioning separately.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
and that's okay, because it's
That's
important to
fine.
be, to be happy and honor ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, my girls are testimony of kids who would do well, I must say. Um, coming from a broken, dysfunctional or family, functioning differently family. Yeah.
Mm. And I love what you're sharing, that one of the biggest fears that you had was that the divorce, you didn't want your kids to grow up dysfunctional or in a broken family. But it seems now that yes, your family is broken, but the kids are so much better. Yeah, you guys are more of a team members than
Somehow,
fighting. Yeah,
somehow.
right.
you
Yeah.
know
Yes.
what? You know what, Nina? I think we should. I want to rebrand the broken family. I don't want to call it
Yeah,
broken family.
it's not
Why? Yeah.
broken.
I don't understand why you call it broken. I don't think it's broken. I think it's just
Dysfunctional also, I think, should check it out, that word,
yeah.
while we're
Check
at
out
it.
that word. So for me, I think it's just like a cocoon
Family.
of yeah, cocoon that turns into a butterfly.
Yeah.
It struggles like cocoon of the apa panggil tu? What's the caterpillar inside the
Kepompong.
pom struggle and struggle,
Lemak
struggle to
Saleh
grow.
accent.
Yeah, we have to struggle and struggle at first, but then it grows into a beautiful
Actually,
butterfly.
actually,
That's
the
so
right
true,
word,
Nina.
the right
Family.
word is family, because family is never broken.
The
The
family.
formats may change, but family
Yeah.
is never broken, and I
That's
So
think
I,
that's
I don't
important to
I don't
say.
know. Maybe let's brand something. Well, we have to
Yeah,
call it something else. What do
just
we
call
call
it
it?
family. Just call it
Anyone
family.
has suggestion? Those audience, please give suggestion. What other word can we rebrand this beside broken family? How can we call it? Mama, you have any suggestion? Yeah, you all are Anina, you all know, you all in this situation. What can we call? We don't want to call it dysfunctional or broken. What can we call?
It's so cute, like pom.
Hey, I
I'm with you,
remember from
What is
my what science. Okay, kapompong.
pom. But I'm with you.
yeah. We have to call it something else.
We should call it family.
Yeah, it's just family.
It's just family.
Yeah.
You
And
could
family
be
means it's forever. Like what she said, marriage ended doesn't make the family dysfunctional or broken. Family is forever.
family is forever. Yes, that's
Mm.
right. Family is forever.
Yeah, family.
Mm.
And some of them call it blended family.
Blended is when you've got different parents.
Exactly. Then
You're
we jump.
blending in. You're
Yeah.
blending in. Yeah. Dia macam apa? The Brady Bunch lah. Is the original blended family.
Oh,
They grow.
Yeah, they grow. You've got separate siblings, separate parents, kind of thing. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So I
You
refuse to
have
call
a
it
blended family.
Yours is blended.
Yours is
Is it
blended.
blended?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Blended. I think Angelina's is not even blended. Hers is terus adopt semua. That one, everything.
Mix.
DNI Vincentine.
Mm.
Itulah
Oh,
Mama cakap.
that one they call it rainbow family.
Huh?
Rainbow, when you adopt from all sorts of different continents, is rainbow family.
Hey, that sounds good. I think I like that rainbow family.
But that could be, yeah.
Usually it means you adopt from different continents. You want like all sorts of colors in your family.
Good. So, Ija, what's
Thank
next
you.
for you then?
I'm waiting for the order to be open.
What? I just want to share a bit of your slides that in terms of your career wise, you've been doing very well.
Alhamdulillah.
Here you've been jogging lah. Ada gambar mana gambar yang and then you do running. Mana gambar kuda tu ke mana? Hilang lah, I tak masuk kuda. Ada gambar ni. And also you won a lot of awards as in HR. Wah, ini macam tu
Oh my
dia.
God. So
How does it feel?
Kiasu betul. Ada ke relief bila menang? My goodness.
How does it feel, Cik? Menang ni.
Mazrul is asking, naik kuda tak ada?
Naik kuda tak ada. Yang the one with my favorite horse. I was cantering. Liz, you nak canter. Tengok apa jadi. We know what canter is, right?
Eja macam kepompong yang dah jadi kupu-kupu.
Yes, correct.
A story. Liz didn't know what. This is cantering.
Oh, there you go.
So
Don't
yeah,
play.
but
That's cantering.
That's cantering. She didn't know what cantering was. So we were in, and then I was saying, don't do it because you have to understand the horse before you canter and gallop, right? Mm-hmm. She ran, attempted, and she fell. Oh yes, Lily, yes, without she comes, inshallah. Yeah, I do, inshallah. Yeah, so coming back to the story, she fell when we were in Melbourne.
I pun nak ikut macam you, inspired by you, Cik. Sekali jatuh tu geledok. Malam tu mesti nak pergi party. Pergi party juga.
Liz.
Me and Lily we were like, oh my God, time stopped, man. Macam froze. And I was like, this is not happening. She fell. Oh my God. And I said, Liz, even I tengok the horse first before I gallop or canter, right? You cannot simply just say, oh, canter. Cannot. Dahsyat lah, you Liz. Terlalu berani.
Liz just langgar. Dia buat je.
Lepas tu baru dia kata, Ija, I nak buat yang tu yang you buat tu. Kata, itu bukan canter, itu trotting.
Salah cakap dekat horse tu pun ingatkan macam trot biasa kan. Kalau canter laju siot terlama.
Canter laju kan.
Mana nak tahu I nak cakap. So anyway, thank you so much, Ija, for sharing tonight.
Yeah, thank you. It's such an insight. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and I hope I can make a difference. If not all,
definitely.
But one or two.
Definitely.
And I think in summary, for me, my takeaway is that it's very important to have the great support around you. No matter what, like having friends.
What about the people who's watching? Can you share with us, like, what was your biggest takeaway from today's episode or from Ija's sharing? Liz, what's your biggest takeaway?
For me, it's very important to understand my self-worth. Self-worth. My self-worth is, I can't be looking at what people think of me. Is what important is what I think about myself. So when I give the remote control to the other guy, the other person outside, then I'd be following the person. Because remote control, my emotions given to that person kan. Remote control. So the remote control I kena pegang balik. The remote control is on my own. So and really able to understand my own self-worth and really educate myself, keep learning. Never stop learning. And then from there, I become more confident, And that's what I admire about my mom. She's like,
Yeah,
in
she's
the
always
60s.
willing to learn.
Yeah, she kept learning until now in the 60s, and so that's really amazing and inspiring. And my dad
Mm.
also never ending contributing. Thank you so much for everybody, Nina, all the way from thanks for sharing. Now Canter on with life. Yeah, my learning, courage,
Amen.
self love are key in personal growth. Yeah, and
For me,
yeah,
it's like, even though you guys are separated, but it actually gives the family a better family. That to me is very powerful. Yeah, because and also another thing is, you stayed so long because of that fear of, what would people think of you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I mean, breaks my heart to hear that, but to hear now that, your family is so much better off, even though you guys are separated, but it's functioning perfectly. Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
My mom wrote, "A man expects his woman to be an angel in his life. Then he should provide a heaven for her." This is almost impossible. So we need to
We need
love
to
ourselves.
auntie.
Powerful.
That's so true, auntie.
So you went through all that to learn to love yourself, is it? In
Yeah.
summary. That's
Kadang-kadang
Naganya.
whatever lah. You don't
Uh,
want. I don't have to, abide to any standards. I follow my way. You don't. You think you want to do it? That's okay. Fine. I have the
yeah.
friends that I want. I have the support that I need. My health
Yes.
is okay.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
I think a lot of people who are still stuck in that situation is because they're afraid of what people perceive. You
Yeah.
know,
What would
like
people say? What would
yeah,
people
that's so.
think? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why those are in the professional or in the professional pun still takut because I'm somebody in the corporate world. It's really
Mm.
embarrassing to let people know that I'm abused at home. you
Mm.
know but I'm like so super powerful at work, boom 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 boom, achieving all this, all achieving here, but yeah, but at home you're not. So I think a lot of people, they don't want to change what people perceive about them.
Yeah.
They have fear, so I think the benefit for them is the family that they project outside that everything is okay when it's
Yeah.
not.
Very
Yeah,
stressful. Can
yeah.
imagine.
So, but I think, yeah. So, thank you so much, Ija, for sharing your journey. I know it's not easy for anyone to share this behind closed door, real behind closed door things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
experiences.
Thank you. Thank you for being so authentic and real in your sharing as well. Thank you. I think
Ah,
it will definitely do a lot of difference for women out there.
hopefully,
Yeah,
ladies visit
Mm.
WAU.
and
Mm.
and WAO, anybody who needs help, you can reach out to WAO on your website, and also the phone numbers. Will show it here again. There's the
Yeah.
WhatsApp and the hotline. I will post this later on, where you can reach the person or the WAO if you need help. Um, I still have friends who are in that situation. I hope she's watching this too. And I hope I could help her, and find solution.
I mean, maybe you want to share my LinkedIn ID as well. Maybe if they are more comfortable talking to
Oh
a,
yeah.
you can
Uh,
share my LinkedIn ID. You can private
That
message me.
would be
I can help.
uh, okay. So how do I write that?
Teresa.
Nina, how do we put the ni kat
Give me the
bawah?
name. What's the name on LinkedIn? Sorry.
Shariza.
S
Shariza.
He
RRIZANOR.
Another word, is it?
Shariza.
Okay,
Singapore
kejap ya.
Hotel Echo. Hmm.
Found you. Hang on,
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. So
Okay, got
yeah,
it.
you can reach out to Ija as
So
well.
here's
Yeah.
the link to Shariza's LinkedIn. You can drop a message to
Thank
her.
you, Auntie. Yeah, inshallah. I have great friends, Auntie. Elise was, Shakira and Arik, I'm listening.
That's the link that I shared on Shakira and Arik and Melissa Pusher's YouTube channel, not Mamaliez.
Anak aku ni kan.
So we got a hostile takeover on a YouTube channel.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you everyone for listening in, and I hope you have a good night, and I hope that everyone, I think it's good. I think the good news is that, that both of you make it work. Even though you guys are separated, you guys become a great parent to your children. Yeah.
We are here separately. We are not, we don't make good couple, but we make great parents.
Yeah.
Leveraging our own strength. My strength is going out and get in, bring back the bacon. The role is reversed. I'm the one who goes out, but he is the nurturing kind, and he's
Yeah.
happier.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ija, for joining us tonight. And thank you, everybody else. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Please don't forget to come and see live 4 o'clock of how to reduce your weight and eating right. Oh yeah, Ija, you should share. Ija, I because of Ija, that's the one that I engaged the lifestyle coach. Ija, she didn't, even when she was in college days, she didn't look how she looked today. She looked even much.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, 52 kg now today.
Wow. How long did it take?
Since July.
Last year.
So you lost how many?
66 minus 52 berapa?
That's a lot. And what did you do? Change in the food.
Yeah, it's a discipline. Changing our being mindful about what we eat and exercise definitely. Doing a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's got packs now. She got.
Yo.
Oh, by the way, Ija is single and available for anybody.
Sampai. I like.
I think a lot of men are afraid of me lah. Takut ni.
Okay, good night, everybody. See you again tomorrow, and next see you on Friday.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.